Hello, Michael Augustine here. All right, so interesting couple of chapters, chapter 3 and 4. So let me go through the first one here. Please describe a time when you disclosed something to someone and it had an effect on how close you felt to that person. And then number 2, please describe a time when someone disclosed something to you and it had an effect on how close you felt to that person. So this I'm gonna tell a little story about my teaching. I teach English as a second language, and I was doing that earlier today. And one person that I teach, we kind of have conversations back and forth about a lot of different things. But I had disclosed today that I was a little bit confused about my next step as far as what to do professionally, where to move, a lot of confusing things in my life at the moment. And he kind of understood what I said, and he's a little more established in his career. He works as a CEO for a kind of big company, but so he not in the same position as me, but he kind of responded to my disclosure with his own disclosure that lately he has been feeling like he doesn't know if he wants to continue on with his job because the work is nonstop, and he said he had to take a major cut in his salary. He feels for the amount of work he's doing, it's not enough. So seeing him kind of admit those things, I think he never would have admitted that if I didn't first disclose my confusion about my professional life. So sometimes in that situation, I notice it can go back and forth. One person discloses something personal about themselves and reveals some feelings. It kind of opens the possibility of someone else doing the same back. So that was an interesting thing, and I think it fit in with what the chapter was saying about self-disclosure, which is the process of deliberately revealing information about oneself that is significant and would not normally be known by others. So a lot of my students, I would never say anything like that, but I talked about that with him today. The Johari window, I should go a little faster here. So the open space is that I have blonde hair. I think someone could see that pretty easily. The blind space, I remember ex-girlfriend a while back, she said some kind of comment about, do you feel strange being a grown man with blonde hair? And I thought it was funny, but at the same time, it did make me feel a little insecure. I thought maybe it is strange to have blonde hair. But the hidden part is that, I actually have some insecurities about my hair. I find myself like looking like I never have a good haircut. It just kind of grows and becomes a mess. So the unknown part is I was thinking that maybe if I shave my head, would I be more confident overall? Be done with the hair thing, and maybe that would be good. Let me go faster. Influences of perception. Access to information, physiological influences, psychological challenges, age, health and fatigue, hunger, biological cycle. All right, which of these factors had the most effect? I was going to say hunger, because when I get hungry, people have said I can be hangry, and I get angry too. So it affects me, and I try not to be like that, but it happens sometimes. And the common perceptual tendency that I identified with most was the part about we judge ourselves more charitably than we judge others. Self-serving bias. I think it's very interesting about like botching a job. We say, maybe you didn't listen well, but then we make some excuse for ourselves. But very interesting. I think it's a terrible thing to do. And the interesting point is that sometimes we say we should be nicer to ourselves. That's what kind of made me think about this point a little bit more, because we should be nicer to ourselves, but also nicer to others. Give someone else the benefit of the doubt. But I do see that we do that, though, with the self-serving bias. I hope I covered everything. I should get going. Thank you. Bye.